Hello. I'm Aaron. I'm a father of a 9-year-old daughter in 4th grade. And I just want to say a few words about my personal parental experience running up against Common Core standards. There is a big picture argument against Common Core. We've heard some of it here today. That's not what I can bring to the table. There's constitutional arguments. I'm not here to make those as well. I just want to give a personal anecdote. And there are personal anecdotes out there that are complete horror stories of kids whose lives have been severely stunted and perhaps even ruined by Common Core. That's also not what I'm fortunately bringing to the table today in terms of my story. My story is I have a spectacular and intelligent 9-year-old girl. Every parent thinks their kid's intelligent. I'm sure of it, so I'm the exception that absolutely objectively knows it's true. And she's in 4th grade now. When she was in 1st grade, starting in kindergarten, but really accelerating in 1st grade, I would be pulled into parent-teacher conferences and told that in terms of her reading ability, she is at 100% of reading retention, 100% at reading comprehension. She is too slow words per minute compared to the standards that are required for her to advance. And what that means is she was stopping while she was reading, going off in tangents on her head, because as she absorbed the material, she made connections between other parts of the reading she was doing and other things she had learned. She was doing applied learning. She was taking knowledge from one place and applying it to another, and that was knocking down her words per minute. Her teachers understood that fully, and that was a big problem, because she has to meet a words per minute requirement, and that is that. And I didn't think too much of it, because the overall gist of it is she is intelligent, she is getting it, and she's a little slow about finishing a particular passage. So what? The spirit of the whole exercise is to be curious, contemplative, creative, to make connections, to apply your knowledge, and she's doing all of that. In 1st grade, towards the end, I was pulled into a meeting with the principal, guidance counselor, teacher, and others, explaining to me that this words per minute thing is not something you can just ignore. It will keep her from, this is 2012, advancing past 3rd grade. At the time, that was the requirement. If she does not meet the standard, she does not advance, regardless of how well she absorbs, how many connections she makes, how curious, contemplative, and creative she is. It does not matter. She must read this fast. So all you need to do is get her to be less curious, less contemplative, less creative, apply, and make fewer connections so that she can read faster. Once you do that, once you make her less than, she can pass the standards. And sure enough, we did that. We focused on speed over applying knowledge, speed over being curious, contemplative, and creative. It hasn't ruined her life, but it made her a little less than she should have been, a little less enjoying the experience of reading and applying knowledge than she should have had. And that's the point. The best case scenario is if you make yourself a little less than, you can meet the standards. And that shouldn't be a federally mandated situation. Not when the teachers are telling me one thing and the standards are demanding another. And that's my personal story with it. Thank you.